Can I get your fuck? Can I get your guys' opinion on something?
Clear that. What?
Okay, so the last match I was in, I got poked because people said I was a piece of shit for a story that I told. I'm wondering what you guys think. If you want to hear it. So essentially what happened is that I was talking about my grandmother because she has been a giant, like, okay, I don't want to say bitch because that, first of all, I don't like calling women bitches. But I think it's rude. But she has been a big thorn in my side, I guess, because she has always pestered me quite a lot, especially in recent years, because over small, it's the same thing every time, a lot of the times. Like with her computer, for example, how do I open a window? You know, stuff like that. And it's like, I get it, but when it's literally every day, multiple times a day, and I have to go over to her house from my house, like, so I have to drive 15 minutes just to show her how to click a button on a mouse, that just sucks. You know, that just sucks. And so what happened is that she is very wealthy, and I have been, my part of the family is very poor. And I grew up in poverty, and so I wanted to start my career, and so they say I stole. I borrowed $1,500 from my grandmother, and she technically agreed to it, and so, okay, this is, for context, I was telling them a story about, because they said the word well done, they said well done, and which reminded me of something that happened to me earlier today, because I was forced to go to a dinner that I did not want to go to, and I don't like steak. I'm a picky eater, and so they forced me to get steak, and I asked for a well done steak because I don't want to eat raw meat, and they all screamed at me like I was a pedophile. Like they acted like I just talked about raping children or something crazy. You know, like they were screaming at me for wanting a well-done steak. And so I caved in. I said, sure, give me a fucking raw steak or whatever. And so then they bring it out, and I didn't like it. I hated it. I wanted to kill myself the entire time because it was disgusting. It's raw meat. For even more context, I keep saying I'm a doctor. I'm not a doctor. I film doctors talking about what they do. And so I have heard a lot of stories recently. I just got back from a trip for that purpose, and
over here.
it's kind of like fucked with my mind.
Let's begin.
I don't want to eat raw meat, and I've heard all this stuff about these, like, medics, like, saving people's lives. It just, I just don't want to think of meat in general. So I didn't even want to eat any sort of, like, especially red meat. I didn't want to eat any of that. But they forced me to, so I did it. And then they tried to make me pay for the meal. They tried to make me pay for my part of the meal, even though I was forced to come. I wanted to go home, but they guilt tripped me into coming. Because it's my grandma's birthday or whatever, and they say that they keep saying that I'm a piece of shit. Which is what the people in the last game, this is what the question is that essentially, the thing that made them think I was a piece of shit specifically was because I mentioned something about them blaming my grandmother's dog's death on me. They say that I killed my grandmother's dog, which is not true. What had happened is essentially it was very hot. I've lived in a cold place most of my life, and I'm visiting family in the south, and so it's significantly hotter. It was significantly hotter than it was where I normally live. I live more north. I'm not going to say where, but more north, and so I'm used to very cool temperatures. You know, and so it was like 80 degrees or something outside, 90 something, you know, 80 something, something like that. And then the heater, or not the heater, they didn't have the AC on or anything like that, and they refused to turn it on. And so I left the windows open and the door open. Because I asked my grandmother if I was allowed to, and she said yes. And so the dog gets out. And the dog is apparently a retard and doesn't know how to get back to the house, and also runs in front of cars. And so it got hit by a car. And so they were blaming me for the death, even though it wasn't my fault. The dog didn't die because she got hit by a car. The dog died because they didn't take it to the vet in time. Because of, I don't even know fully why, to be honest. It's really their fault, because they could have driven it to the vet, they could have done something, but instead they sat in the living room crying about it instead of doing something about it. And so I didn't tell the dog to run in front of a car. I asked my grandmother, and they say she's got dementia or whatever. So she doesn't, like, first of all, I don't think that dementia just magically makes you a bumbling retard. I think that she's capable of deciding if she wants the door and windows open or not. I don't think that another reason I think I'm a piece of shit is because I used to threaten to put my grandmother in a home because she would be very fucking overbearing and horrible, just a horrible nuisance to be around. But I would never say it to her face. Obviously, I would never say that to her face. I'm not like, but I would always say we should put her in a home because I was always the one who had to deal. I had to move. For context, I had to move to take care of her at one point, temporarily. And so she was just a massive nuisance, and so I would always say that we should put her in a home. And when I would say that, I'm just a horrible piece of shit, but now she's got dementia. And like, I'm like a piece of shit for borrowing money from her because she's got dementia! And that means that she can never make any decisions. Like, I have to have the entire family involved to do anything. Like, if I want to ask her for a cup of water, they're gonna make me get the fucking family involved, you know, because she's got dementia! What if she wants that bottle of water? She doesn't know because she's got, like, we're treating her like she has Down syndrome. Which then, it's like, I've been saying we should put her in a home since before she had dementia, and now that she has it, suddenly people are saying that, oh, we should, she's a bumbling retard now because she's got dementia, and we should put her in a home now, and suddenly, it's hypocrisy. They're hypocrites, essentially. And they're blaming me for that. Saying that I killed the dog by letting the door open because she's got dementia. And essentially, I don't think I did anything wrong. I don't think that me letting a dog out whenever a woman says that she wants the doors open is bad, even if she has dementia or whatever the fuck. You know, it's all fake anyways. Like, they're just trying to put people on pills and shit. You know, so it doesn't even matter. Like, am I a piece of shit